and welcome to a long overdue vlog. I've been slacking. When I tell you the MBA is officially over, we had our last week or last day of classes technically yesterday, but I finished on Wednesday. And I had this moment of realization that I've recorded a few things throughout the MBA, but never put together like a cohesive vlog because I don't know. I don't think I was like feeling that inspired because I'm part of the MBA is like thinking about, where you're going next and just like a lot of reflecting. And I think that's hard to do. And then on top of that, be like, oh, let me make sure I vlog this, right? So I'm going to be honest, I haven't been that good about that. And I wish I had been, because then I would have something to look back on. But that's okay. Like, we all have to start from somewhere. But yes, officially done with the MBA. I still have one more assignment that I have to do this weekend. And I have like some personal projects that I also really want to like get going on this weekend. I just got back from our second year send off. So the MBA is 2 years. Everyone's feeling so sentimental now. I love it. And we had like a send off for the second years who are within like the Black community at Wharton. And so it was just like a nice way to just get everyone together. We had like a brunch, and then we had kind of like, it was like a day party, darty vibe. This might be the last time we're all together in the same room, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case. And I got like kind of like emotional about that. We're all moving into like different parts of our lives. And of course, like you will have people you're closer to and like people that you'll consistently see, and whether it's like every day because you move to the same city, or maybe you have to be a little bit more intentional and do like a yearly reunion or something like that. But there is something to be said about the more like loose ties. It might be a while. Like I thought about it, and obviously we have graduation, so I'll see people, and we actually have a trip coming up. We call it like our beach week trip, and not everyone goes, but it'll be fun. I'll be there. It's just like a 3.5 day party. But apart from those two big events, there are people that I know I probably won't see again, but that's life, right? Everyone keeps asking the question like, okay, so what are you doing after the MBA? Because that's, I guess, natural. And I think because in undergrad, you kind of have an idea of where you'll be going because the recruiting is different. Depending on your industry, you might already know, or if you're going back to the company you were at before. Other than that, I think people are starting to kind of recruit now. And I still like long-term want to be an entrepreneur, but I also like have to be realistic about the fact that, like I'm not in that place yet. And that's okay. And it's good to kind of like have that realization now. So like I have to like kind of like work through all of these things, but I'm honestly like not concerned. I know some people are concerned for me. No one that I'm close to, because I feel like they have faith in me figuring it out, and I feel like I will figure it out. But it's just interesting to like kind of have that dynamic. But I need to actually pick up some packages because I need to get ready for our beach week. It's in Miami, and I am so excited. I've never been to Miami, but like I have my outfits in mind, and then there are a couple of things that I did order because we have some themed events that I want to try on and see if they'll work. If not, I'll figure something else out because I'm done with the online shopping for a long time. Oh, wait, I have to show you what I was wearing. It's so funny because my mom got this dress for me. Actually, she bought it for herself because I had a little bit of revisionist history, but I just talked to her on FaceTime because I wanted to show her that I wore the dress that she gave me. But she bought it for herself, and I think like when you look at this, it's quite long. I think it's like tea length. I get very like royal vibes from this dress, and my mom basically bought it and knew that there was a cutout. Like as you can see, there's kind of like a cutout, but she was like, I can wear it with like a camisole or some sort of slip underneath. But I think after a while she realized, okay, there's no point getting and wearing a dress with a cutout just to cover it up. Like you should be showing body. But like I think she was like, I she didn't feel comfortable showing that, so she gave it to me. And I remember she was cleaning out her closet, and this was like around the pandemic, and I love when my mom does spring cleaning and I can just like go through her stuff and pick out some really nice quality things. But I remember seeing this dress and my mom was like, "Oh, I think you'll really like this. It's a great color. It's quite young." And so I only saw this side and I was just like, it seems a little like it's a little older than what I would like to wear. And she was like, "Okay, look to the side, like look at the other side of it." And I saw the cutout and I was like, "Okay, I can get into this." So I wore this today and it's, I got a lot of compliments. I don't wear a lot of like this kind of pink. I'm more of like a fuchsia or a magenta. So it's nice to kind of have like more of like a springy carnation type pink. And yeah, I really like this outfit. We've got some packages. So like I said, I'm going to be in Miami and I have a few things I need to try on, and then I think I'm gonna spend like half of tomorrow returning things. We have a few like themed events, and also I'm shopping. I shopped at House of CB for the first time ever. This is not an ad, but this is how the package came, which I think is like the cutest thing ever. And which honestly, as it should, it's not the cheapest thing to purchase. And so I'm glad that they're like, if you're gonna spend quite a bit on a few dresses, let's make sure you have like a good unboxing experience. We have a Barbie themed pool party. That one you're supposed to wear like pink beachwear, like pink swimsuits. I don't have any pink swimsuits. I don't feel like buying a new swimsuit that I'm just not gonna wear. So I have this pink dress that I think could be a cover up, and we have a white party on, I think on the beach. So it's like supposed to be elevated. And I have an idea of what I would want to wear for that. It's like a white tank with this like silver sequin skirt, because it's like not fully white, but it's fashionable. But I ordered a few white dresses from, or one white dress from House of CB, but in multiple sizes because I just don't know the sizing with them. I'm gonna be honest, it seems like a cream. Does this seem cream to you? See, this is the true test. So this is like a true cool toned white. Is this a white? This looked a lot better on the model. Okay. I think it could be okay. I just am concerned that I don't love it. It looks really good on the model, and I think that's like a common piece of feedback about this brand, is that the clothes look lovely on the models, and on everyone else, if you don't have that like shape of like the typical model, it might not work out. Okay. Wait, I actually kind of like this one a lot. This is the pink dress that I was talking about that will be for the Barbie theme as a cover up. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is fantastic. It's fantastic. You can touch my head.
6, 5, keep going. 4, cross it over, Marina. Shh. You may have to adjust your stand if you feel. Step, we're closing, always bend your shape. Dani, pilas con ese head, mami. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Another day, another get together before we all graduate. And this one I'm actually very excited for. And I decided, you know what? My vlogging has been all over the place. So I have to remind myself. That's the hardest thing about vlogging, I think. You have to constantly remind yourself that it's time to vlog, or maybe you want to record this and that for a vlog to make sure like the story comes together. And I think as you do it more often, like when I was doing this, obviously for fun, but when I was doing this a lot more regularly, it was easy for me because like my camera was always out. I was always recording things. I was very comfortable speaking to the camera. And now I think I'm kind of reacclimating to that. One of the things I'm actually going to miss is just being in proximity to so many of my friends, even like acquaintances in a sense. And yes, you can kind of recreate that if you move to a certain city and a lot of your friends end up moving to that same city. But it's just, it's going to be hard to do this, especially as we all kind of like get older, we start our families, or we, you know, achieve like huge, I don't know, personal and professional goals that kind of get us in different, how do I say this? That kind of like transform our circles in a way, like our social circles. Not fully, but enough to where here it's like we're all, during the week, we all hang out with each other, and maybe over the weekend too, depending on if people have travels and stuff. But in the real world, it's like now you have like your friends from undergrad, or you have your friends from like your old like job, your high school friends, your whatever, your friends that do the same hobby as you. There's also construction going on. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And also one thing I've been thinking about a ton is just like, I've been reading this new book and I can't wait to do like a full review about it. It's called The Mountain Is You, and it honestly was all over, I think, all over my TikTok, and I felt like the universe really wanted me to read this book. And it basically talks about self-sabotage, and I'm like almost halfway through, and there was something I read yesterday. Self-sabotage means you lack emotional intelligence. And I dropped the book because, and they haven't gone into that portion of it. That's like what I'll probably read tonight. Like, I can't wait. Is that weird? Like, I can't wait to go to dinner with my friends, come back and read a book. But I think just being in this place where I, as well as a lot of like my like classmates, are kind of like going into these new, like a new part of our professional and even some people personal lives. There's certain things that I see myself doing as well as like my classmates, and it's like sometimes you're kind of pushing yourself towards something and your body is resisting it because it ultimately knows that that's like not what you truly want to be doing with your time. But I think it's kind of helping me think about my goals and think about the past, especially in the workplace, when I would just like procrastinate on things or leave it to the last minute because like I truly just like did not want to be doing these things with my time, but then I would like spend time thinking about the thing that I would eventually do. So it honestly just like wasted twice the amount of time. This is a palette that I totally forgot that I had, and I was cleaning out my makeup drawer and saw it. So I'm just going to do a little bit in the center here. I mostly like this lipstick because it turns into a really nice like lip stain after a while. So I don't love what it looks like initially. Love how it will look an hour from now. That's it. Gotta go.
We have Pedro and Vilma downstairs. Happy Monday, guys. Thanks for coming in. Hope you all had a great weekend. It's Simon's birthday. And this is the second week of this menu, so we have it down pat. We changed everything last week. So flip your menu over. You'll see the people that give us the goods. Tonight we have veg from Lancaster Farm Fresh. We're heading over to Miami tomorrow, which means
as much as I try and try and try again, I'm doing the like last minute scramble. I don't love it, but here we are. Here we are. That just means I have like a lot of things to do because I won't be around for a few days. And after Miami, I'm gonna go hang out with my family for a bit before coming back here and getting some ducks in a row before graduation. So there are things that like I can't wait to do. I can't like let sit on my to-do list for the next like 10 days or 2 weeks or whatever. I know my front desk thinks I'm crazy, the amount of like online shopping I've done, because I just wanted, you know, like when you have like one thing that you want to buy and then you're just like, I don't know if it's going to fit, so let me give myself options. And then of those options, let me get like a couple of sizes because I'm in this in between. Because you guys know I've lost quite a bit of weight in the last like 2 years. And so I would say I'm a true medium now, but depending on the brand, sometimes it's medium, sometimes it's a large. And sometimes like the numeric sizes are different. So it's just all over the place. And so because of that, I just like end up getting so many packages, and which means I have to return like 95% of it, which is terrible for the environment, I know. But I had to I made some returns. The people at UPS hate me. They hate me. Then I went to pick up something that I ordered online. It's actually right here. I just washed it. It's a retractable like kabuki brush. And I've been getting into like powder foundations lately because I'm like an oily girl in like my T-zone. Because like I get oily in like my T-zone, I have to be really mindful of the fact that if I'm out, sometimes like that oil will like make your makeup separate, and then maybe like later in the night your just makeup doesn't look as good. And I saw like the TikTok girlies were saying your makeup looks bad because you're not putting enough on. And then the other day I remembered that and I like doubled the amount of foundation I normally use. Big mistake. And it looked terrible. Like I looked like a grease ball, and I was late to the event because I had to like wash all of it off and start again. So I realized like all I can do, I'm going to keep doing the same makeup vibe because I just think less is more, just like for my skin. And then I have like a powder foundation that I will carry with me to do like touch-ups if like the makeup does start to wear off, just like wherever I need a little bit of coverage so that like my photos don't look crazy, because they've been looking a little crazy lately. I don't know why. And this, I love a retractable brush because it solves the need of like you want to like reapply your powder when you're outside of your home base, but you want to put it in your purse and you don't want to carry like a full makeup bag and you don't want it to get dirty. But we're gonna go to campus because I have to pick up my graduation regalia, my cap and my gown. Feeling so sentimental, like walking down these streets, and it's like, oh my gosh, I think I'm only gonna do this like maybe once or twice before I graduate. Oh. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.